All right, what's going on, everybody? I see some people already came in the chat. Appreciate you guys popping in early here. What's going on? What's going on? Love to see the hype. I've got with me today Victor Castro, who is the Army West Point Esports Director. He is joining us to tell us a little bit about his program and what they're up to over there, and just let us know everything he can about that program. So let's zoom on in here, and we will let Victor discuss with you guys what they've got going on.
Hey, thank you so much. And hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Everybody's nice and safe. This is such a great thing happening right now. It's going to be a lot of fun for everybody involved. Yeah, West Point Esports is exactly what you think it is. It's the United States Military Academy, diving into the world of collegiate esports. Heavily centric on cadets, well-being. Is more or less a program that allows them to, get away from some of their academics and their military training. Very similar to a lot of universities out there right now for collegiate esports. We just do it the Army way. We put a lot of emphasis into planning. We put a lot of emphasis into understanding our opponents. We put a lot of emphasis in what we call an after-action review and the things we kind of do. Unfortunately, when you lose, hopefully other teams are doing the same.
There we go. We got you back for the moment. Looks good.
Cool. All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sounds good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so just to get after what today is all about, really having a chance for both U.S. Army Esports and West Point Esports to interact with, the community, especially the Restock gaming community, and just having a lot of fun, man. Having these great small, groups of people to go in and try to, get a great jersey. My hope is that the cadets have a great time. They have a chance to have great conversations in their own individual chats. You'll see us do this a lot more often, really just to break up that monotony. And overall, just have a great time. Look for West Point Esports to be in a great position for a lot of that collegiate competition. You'll see us in the, we actually have 6 games. We have Rainbow Six, we have Call of Duty, we have Valorant, we have League of Legends, Overwatch, and Rocket League. So we've challenged our cadet leadership to try to get these teams into the mix and, really just stir up the collegiate, circuit. And really just have a really great time. Like most universities, we stay within the academic, semesters, and we try to deal with the ups and downs that go along with university esports programs. But they've taken on the challenge, and they've done very well. And you'll see them, try to perform tonight. U.S. Army Esports Warzone is a fantastic program. They're going to, I would argue probably the favorites to win, but they're going to take it to them, do the best they can. And my hope for them is really also has a good time. We just ask if you're interested in the program, try to follow us on Twitter, take a look at us on Instagram. If you're interested in following these cadets, as they go towards maybe Northeast championships and things like that in the collegiate realm, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Army WP Esports. And we really look forward to your support, as well as how we can support you. So good luck to everybody tonight. Really hope we win, but just have fun. Just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to be biased. Any questions in chat I can answer or anything like that?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions for Victor about West Point, he is here to answer those. Like he said, we're out here to have fun today. This is a community event. Just get the guys out here a chance to chat with some like-minded people that enjoy the same game, and just a good opportunity to get here and have some fun and also showcase some skills. So it should be a really good time. Like he also mentioned, be sure to check out their socials, stay up to date with them, kind of track the players, see where they're going, especially once, we kind of see them in action today. You may see some favorites that you'll want to keep tabs on.
Yeah, and you're seeing a couple of our players that are on the COD, CDL rules-based team, our 4v4 team that goes into the collegiate realm. Definitely still interested in Warzone. They're also cracked and trying to play that as much as they possibly can. But they're definitely in their training cycle now. I got a couple of our graduates are with us now, so we have some second lieutenants. So the hope there is that they also learn how to interact, with people, and just really, man, it's all about having a great time.
Absolutely.
For us, it's I just kind of wish I could play Warzone, but I can't. So I'm not even going to try to fake the fun. I thought about it. I was like, oh, maybe I should play. And I just, the little thing on my shoulder says, you have no business being in that lobby whatsoever. So sign here and just let it happen.
We would be happy to have you in the lobby regardless, though. Marley asks, how did
Yeah.
West Point get involved in esports?
Well, it really started with a cadet interest. So I'm actually the deputy director of the simulation center at West Point. So we have a large training facility. We have a large computer lab. So as cadets interact with the computer systems, you know, light bulb goes off. You know, about 2 years ago, we are, the two cadets that helped found the program, Nick Basile and Joe Tucker. They asked me the question straight up: could we use all this technology for esports? And I was like, absolutely, absolutely. But I challenged them to come up with the whole entire program, figure it out, put on pen to paper, do all the program, and it really got founded in January of 2020, and we started with 8 players, what we call the first team. These cadets took on the big brunt of that. One of the players here tonight is Fern, and he's one of our founders. And they took on the aggravating part of this and building something from the ground up. Luckily, he was able to graduate with a sense of accomplishment and what he was able to build, because within 1 year, we jumped to over 68 players. Right now, they're still trying to figure out, all the different teams, but it started with cool. And so, for us too, we have somewhat of a rival, and our rival in the Naval Academy as well as the Air Force Academy. So, we're always looking for that. Very soon, you'll see us start to develop an inter-service esports program where we kind of, scrimmage against each other, try to build each other's programs as much as we can to truly, mirror what we do here at the academies in regards to all the different, sports. There's include women's basketball, women's soccer, men's basketball, and including football. Definitely a completely different realm, as esports is from sports in general. But we're definitely carving out a niche for us right now, and we got a lot of popularity. Picked up some really strong sponsors, so we see everything's on the way up. Esports as a whole, even collegiate esports as a whole, is on its way up. It's
For
doing
sure,
fantastic.
for sure. Yeah, it's a growing industry. I mean, esports
Absolutely.
really, when you look at it, is still a very, very young thing. It's really kind of starting to become its own entity. It's been around for a while, but it's really, really developing now. You're starting to see more and more teams come up, at the collegiate level, like you're talking about. And, just really everywhere, people are putting teams together and getting out there and grinding, trying to make it happen, So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
Do you guys have any more questions?
Nothing. One thing I would say too is we're getting after the tough subjects. The discrepancies that we find, and equality for female players in these environments is extremely important for us. Inclusion, all these different ideas, not necessarily specifically focused on female players, but overall in these esports programs. And so right out the gate, we're attacking these as much as we can. We're a co-ed environment. We try to just create a little home for them away from some of the challenges they're dealing with their academics. It's kind of said that a cadet has over 40 hours of work to do in a 24-hour period, pretty much every day. So
yeah,
they look for a place to go.
Absolutely, have like a space where they can kind of decompress and do something enjoyable.
Yeah. And the academy looks for that in a bunch of different ways. There's so many clubs that give them that giveaway. We love to create an esports because there are hundreds and hundreds of women and men that love esports that didn't have it before. And now all these cadets were able to deliver something that's going to benefit somebody. And, even today, we've had, freshmen, or we call enter the academy, and they immediately targeted, esports, like, oh, this is awesome. And they found a home right away. So now we have a chance to mentor. Some of the senior cadets have a chance to help them through classes and do all this stuff. So it's really, really going to have a really good impact.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
great.
See him here today.
Get a chance to get in there and really kind of influence and shape somebody's life in a positive way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope all the universities are thinking like that. It's really about the student. I know they're here to graduate. They're here to walk away with some really good memories. They're really here to also reflect back on the impact they had on the university that they're participating with. We have the same way. As a program director, it's not about particularly the program doing well. It's about how the student or a cadet felt about what they did when they were here, and then help them get through, to graduate. That's the most important thing. They're going to be commissioned officers. and they're going to head into the Army and do what what they've trained to do. And, my job is to make that, valuable almost 100% of the time.
Yeah, definitely gives a good opportunity and a chance to kind of impact somebody's life in a really great way, especially with them coming out of school. It's a tough period, kind of that transition. So it's it's a little bit just of an extra boost to kind of get them out there, and especially with the positive environment being, part of it. It's and inclusive, like you said. You really feel like you've been a part of something, and that's really good in this day and age.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody's okay from COVID. I mean, some people are dealing with some really hardships out there. When COVID hit pretty hard, esports was one of the only things still competing because of the entrance. Luckily, our core players, our first team, took their laptops with them when they went home, and they really figured themselves out. So we were lucky enough to keep the brand, keep the mark going, keep the Athena shield going. And see here, keep that in the mix, because every other team, God, we felt so bad because the varsity players at the time, that was their year, and gone, just taken from them, So we're gonna keep doing the same thing. We're gonna carve out where we belong. We're gonna strengthen our position. If anybody's in the military, they know what I'm talking about. We're gonna do position improvement, and what you can guarantee from West Point Esports is we're gonna be the same way every time. We're the black and gold. You're not gonna have this fluctuation and up and down. The only thing that's going to change for us, which changes for a lot of people, is our students will graduate and we'll look for new talent. It's my job to keep the program, foundationally sound, keep, all the budget running, keep all the rules and all the different things happening standardized, so that the next cadets that come in have something to work with already, and it's just going to get built better, more. So I'm the continuity, so to speak, for a really long time, because I'm not going anywhere. Unless Restock Gaming takes me on.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
It looks like the guys are getting the lobby started, so
okay.
Appreciate you coming in, Victor.
Thing, like I say, yeah. And thank everybody. I hope they have a great day and enjoy this, man. You'll see us again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming in, Victor. It was great talking to you. We will talk to you next time.
All right. See you.